So this episode starts off kind of slow, but it gets a lot better later on in the second half of the episode. But starting off, they're looking for the last bus meta. Finally, thank you. Oh my goodness. And Edwin Gauss? Edwin Gauss is not what I was expecting, compared to his comic book counterpart, or even compared to his New 52 comic book counterpart. This is not the Edwin Gauss that I was expecting to see, but we'll get to that. This dude was hilarious. So they build this tuning fork thing so that they could fight against the Thinker, and oh man, it doesn't use technology, so it's Kilgore proof, and that is awesome. But what's even more awesome than Harry being a drug addict helmet head and making this awesome tuning fork is the fact that the tuning fork is reminiscent to something very important in the DC comics. There have been plenty of uber tuning forks in the DC universe, so this is not the first one to ever show up in DC. There was actually a Green Lantern villain named Sonar that used, a tuning fork type weapon. And any chance I can talk about the Green Lanterns is awesome. Any chance I can talk about Kyle Rayner is awesome. But in this sense, it's just the Green Lanterns. They fought against this guy named Sonar. And then you have the cosmic tuning fork used by the Anti-Monitor in Infinite Crisis. Like one of the most iconic moments ever, right guys? Come on, Infinite Crisis, Anti-Monitor, super duper tuning fork. And if you guys read DC now, then you know that Batman hid away the cosmic tuning fork inside of Superman's fortress, and apparently not even Superman could open it. So, that was a thing. And like I mentioned before, we have Harry this episode, and he is addicted to the thinking cap. The dude is on, brain drugs. That's not okay. This is like taking, 100,000 Adderall at the same time? This is so dangerous. Why would he do this? Oh my goodness, dude, you have a daughter. Why? What? Come on. Come on, Harry is super self-conscious. You guys see that, right? He's super self-conscious, and he let this happen. And then on top of that, he played into Devoe's plans. And Devoe was mining the dark matter that Harry was injecting into his head. This is insane. Why is he so far ahead of everybody in this show? I can't handle how far ahead the Thinker is right now. But Harry goes way off the deep end. Let me tell you something right now. If you smack my model, oh my good, why did he not get vibe blasted? I'm dead serious. Why did he not get vibe blasted? This is ridiculous. Cisco was working so hard on this, and then he just came and just slapped it. And I mean, I've only seen one thing more ruthless than this, and it was when a friend of mine slapped an ice cream sandwich out of somebody's hand, and I was just like, why? But moving on, we finally get to see Edwin Gauss, the Folded Man. Again, very different from his comic book counterparts, and this dude was hilarious. Come on, he's a hippie? What? And he's a Hispanic hippie? I'm just glad to see more Hispanic representation in the DC universe. Whatever, that's just me. So I was totally cool with this. And on top of that, he was freaking hilarious. He was definitely riding that line between super cliche hip. Like, I think he went full hippie, and you never go full hippie Robert Downey Jr. Tropic Thunder. But this was still hilarious to see.
Well, I don't know if this detail is relevant, but it had one of those robot samurai dudes.
Yeah, that would seem like super important information, don't you think? Don't you think that they would need to know? I mean, come on. This is, like I said, full hippie. This is crazy. Full hippie, this is not the best look on anybody. You don't want to do this. What I was not expecting to happen was that the Flash and Elongated Man were going to fight it out. And, I mean, this, I just had a few questions about this. Why didn't Ralph just bounce because, he's made out of rubber? Barry should have just, kind of punched him, but not knocked him out. It should have just been, a weird rubbery effect. But, I mean, this is cool. Don't get me wrong. He definitely didn't need to do all this flashiness, but I mean, no pun intended. But this is just unnecessary, dude. You could have just vibrated through him, took the fork, and then thrown some cuffs on him. That would have been totally chill too.
Whoa, bro. Okay, I'm actually glad I stayed for that. That was trippy.
You guys see what I'm saying? Like comic relief. This dude is hilarious. Even if he did go full hippie, this guy is hilarious. I love this guy. Come on, I want to see more of him. I hope we're not going to see more of him. He's going to die. What I did feel really bad about this episode, other than the fact that Harry is clearly a brain addict, is the fact that the Thinker's wife is just fighting super hard for him, and she's been drugged so many times. And I'm just thinking, oh my goodness, please someone figure out a way to get her back to herself. Please someone get her to realize that she's being drugged by her own husband, who she's helping to apparently blow up the world or the universe or space-time, or maybe the Thinker's trying to break into the Speed Force with the bomb that he's making. I don't know, but just somebody help her. I do genuinely feel bad for her. But I feel like what I'm going to miss the most, guys, what I'm really, really, really gonna miss the most. Come on, you guys already know what I'm gonna miss the most. This was unfair. This wasn't cool. Dibny was awesome, and Dibny didn't deserve to get taken. He didn't deserve to get Liam Neesoned by the Thinker. This is just horrible. Why would they do this to him? By the way, Taken is a movie on Netflix, which is the parody of Taken. Dibny just got freaking wrecked, and I'm hoping that maybe because of his weird physiology, because he is the elongated man, he might be able to come back in some way. They might be able to fix him or get his brain back into his body somehow, just because his body is different than everybody else. Because this hurt, man. Oh my god, I didn't cry, but I was this close. You can't see my fingers, but they're super close together. Just, he didn't deserve this, guys. This was heartbreaking. This was heartbreaking to watch. But it was badass watching the Thinker use all of the powers and just totally wreck Team Flash. And after Cisco just pushed himself to breach into the room and just get wrecked by the two-dimensional powers, which were super dope, by the way. And then Barry, if you guys saw it, Barry got knocked up the pipe just like they did to the dummy in the beginning of the episode. Oh my goodness. Ah, painful. Painful, Barry. Painful. Maybe we can finally kill the Thinker now. Maybe, you can stop saying that we don't kill people and you can kill this guy, because you guys have definitely killed people in the past. I'm just saying, you did lead Atom Smasher to his death in the first episode of season 3. I'm just like, you're not a flower child, Barry. Just putting that out there. But like I said, the episode was super slow in the beginning, but it got way, way, way better at the end. What was your favorite part of the episode, guys? Let me know in the comments section below. And if you want to check out more Flash stuff and more videos on the channel, check out these videos here. I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.